Hey guys, Kevin from Kevin's Off-Road here. Just answering a question about front sway bar disconnects. So JKS and other companies make what's called a sway bar disconnect. What this does basically is it allows you to have the left and the right section of the axle act independently from the body. So basically, the reason why you would want a sway bar, which is actually called an anti-sway bar, and I'll explain that in a minute. The reason why you'd want one is basically to stabilize the vehicle around corners. So when you're cornering, you don't want the vehicle laying over on its side, obviously. So that is why anti-sway bars are used. It works great for pavement, it works great for corners and that sort of thing. It works great for trailering if you've got a trailer behind you. However, it does not work great when you go off-road. And basically what happens is as the road undulates, to use a very large word that sounds a little bit dirty, you basically want the left and right suspension to cycle independent of each other. You don't want them linked together, which is what the anti-sway bar does. So if you allow that axle to articulate, you end up getting several different things. One, smoother ride, especially when you go through areas that are kind of choppy back and forth. You've got a lot less head toss going on. You also get better traction because your tires will be touching the ground. In many cases, you can get into a situation where one of the tires either lifts all the way up off the ground and then you lose traction, or you reduce traction by taking a little bit of the forces off that tire. So anti-sway bar disconnects will actually help your traction on your front axle also. Now there's a couple of caveats to this. Obviously, you want to make sure that everything is up and out of the way when you go to allow the axle to fully cycle. So you'll need to check for fitment of everything underneath and make sure everything is in copacetic alignment there. And then furthermore, dependent upon your wheels and tires, you may end up with some rubbing on your front bumper, perhaps on your fenders, perhaps on your firewall. That will all have to be sorted out as well. The last thing you want to do is slap on a set of front disconnects and go run a trail with a group and find out that you've got major rubbing issues. Not only is it not cool to put that sort of pressure on the rest of the group to help you get your rig up and going with the right clearancing, you could potentially damage a tire as well, depending upon what the tire is rubbing on. So this is something that you should definitely, after you install the quick disconnects, you should flex the thing up on a trail close to your house. You could use a forklift, you could use a loading dock, carefully, obviously. But basically flex the thing up, see what's hitting, see what's rubbing, fix that first before you go on any major trails or go out with a group or what have you. It's a gigantic upgrade. I think it's one of the best, bang for the bucks that you can get. $150-ish or something, and you're up and rolling. And the ride quality is substantially better. So anyway, we've got JKS disconnects on our website. There's other manufacturers out there as well. We tend to like the JKS stuff because it's just, it's really, really high quality stuff. We don't have people hitting us up saying, hey, my JKS whatever part, insert part name here, broke. Like we just, that just doesn't happen. JKS has a very, very high quality control, which is not the case with a lot of these manufacturers who have their stuff made in China. And often they won't tell you it's made in China. They'll just, it'll just be a name of a company you've heard of, oh, well, it's a big company. I think they're made in the US. Well, almost nothing is made in the US anymore. The stuff we manufacture, we're like a red herring. We manufacture 99% of the items that we sell under the KOR brand. We manufacture those here in the States. JKS, very, very, very high quality stuff. I'm not 100% sure that everything is made in the US, but regardless, it's top quality. So anyway, if you have any questions about disconnects, feel free to ask the question just below here, and we'll try and get back to you just as quick as we can. You can also reach us on our website at KevinsOffroad.com or on Facebook, facebook.com/KevinsOffroad. Thanks for stopping by today. My name's Kevin. Happy to help. We'll catch up with you soon. Thanks again.